All right, well, hello everyone. Definitely an interesting camera perspective this time around. I'm using the webcam on top of my monitor, only because most of what we'll be doing will be on screen, so you'll see just the screen capture. But most of the time when you watch videos on this channel, the camera's somewhere over there pointing this way, so that's actually where I sleep. This is my bedroom slash office. I kind of make do with what I have. So today's video is sponsored by Wix. They wanted me to show you guys how to create a website easily. That's something that Wix wanted me to emphasize because they have an awesome platform that I've actually worked with in the past. I've just never got around to making a website for the channel. But thanks to their partnership now, we've been able to do that. We have our own domain secured, www.salazarstudioyt.com, and we're going to link that domain to the website we build in this video. I'll show you how to do all of that. So you can see here we have our domain secured, and we haven't actually connected it to the website we're going to be building within Wix. So the site isn't published yet. So if you actually typed Salazar Studio YT in right now, let's go ahead and do that just because I'm curious. StudioYT.com. So you can see that the domain is connected to Wix, but there's no website there yet. It's just showing that there will be one soon once we publish it. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to build this website from scratch. We're going to run through just the different steps, the different things you could do to make your website different, make it unique. You can link all kinds of different social media accounts to the website to make it as interactive as possible for your fan base. So we're going to hop back on over to this is kind of like the main hub homepage, if you will, for your Wix account. And you can see we already have a site that's kind of been built already. They have a builder called Wix ADI, and it'll actually build a website for you based on your preferences that you choose up front. I kind of let it go wild with that just to see what it would do. There are several different templates to choose from, different sites to link to the Wix website. There's a lot of things you can do, and we'll go through all those in this video. But you can see right now, based on what the ADI just decided to do randomly, it's already built us a website, included templates, included backgrounds, color schemes, fonts, things like that. So if you're just not willing to put in the effort of making a website kind of like the way you want it, but you just want a website up there, then you can choose the ADI builder and it will take care of everything for you. The only thing you have to do is actually enter text, like relevant text that you want for the website. So obviously this has nothing to do with Salazar Studio, just random leaves and rain, something like that going on. So we're going to get rid of all of this and we're going to build ours from scratch using the Wix editor. So in order to edit, we're going to go to editor right here. It's going to ask you if you want to leave the ADI interface, and if you want to make your own website, then you have to do that. Okay, and the cool thing, if you want supplements to this video, Wix has plenty of those available on YouTube. You can find some of those linked in the video description if you're interested, although I hope that this video will suffice at least to get you started, get you on your feet, ready to make your own website with Wix if you're interested. Now the first thing I noticed about the Wix editor is that you can manipulate even the smallest of details with ease. It's all very accessible at your fingertips. You don't have to worry about going through the mess with HTML5 and the large learning curve that's associated with that, especially if you're first starting out in that. My brother had to go through that. My professor let me use Wix, which was awesome. It was actually a technical writing course, and the website was actually on thermodynamics, believe it or not, which is our last video. So I have some experience with Wix, and they've actually improved it since then, which is nice to see. So let's say I want to change the Salazar Studio header right here. If I click on this group here, you'll see that everything explodes. And now I can customize the email address, the phone number, all these different icons. You can move these around. You can move the entire thing around. All of that is very accessible. If you click again on a particular box within that group, then you can manipulate that one box there. So you can slide this all around, no big deal. And they also have these little guidance boxes to help you center and align things correctly. So I've clicked on Salazar Studio, and now I want to edit the text. So I can change the paragraph themes, I can change the fonts, I can change, if I want it bold or italicized, the alignment, there's different effects, spacing, it's all right here. So I want to make this a lot larger. This is our channel name after all. Then we can slide this on over. And if I want to center it, I can, right there. Here we go. And it's centered. And then let's change, let's see here. Trying to find a cool font. That one's a little too pizzazzy for my taste. Pacifica Condensed. That looks pretty dope. Make the font a little larger there. All right, now you can see we have all this empty space down below. This tool right here. Slide everything on up. There we go. So I'm going to assume that we are creating our website from scratch. So we're not going to have any of this on here. That way, assuming that you are starting with kind of a clean slate, you'll know where to find everything if you're using this video as a tutorial. So we don't want any of this. Now the first thing I want to do, because this is for a YouTube channel, which is where we're predominantly found, then I want to add a YouTube link. Go over here to social. You can see we can add all these bars. There are certain things for just Facebook, also some for Twitter. They'll actually update your Twitter feeds on the Wix website if you're interested in doing something like that. Check this out. So this is the YouTube subscriber bar. This is important. Obviously, I want people to subscribe if they're interested in doing that. I want to make it as easy for them as possible. So I can actually place this, check that out, right there. And then I can set my channel, Control V, and boom, there we go. So now, if you're signed into a YouTube account on your favorite browser, let's say Google Chrome, all you have to do to subscribe is click subscribe just like you would in the YouTube webpage. Now remember, most people know me from YouTube, so I'm going to try to link as much of YouTube as I can into my website. I'm going to try to get those as integrated as possible. Wix has all of that available here. So I can go up to, let's see, they have video, okay, and then I can choose to link a YouTube video from my channel to my website. And then all I gotta do is change video and then add the video URL. Simple as that. Let's see, this nostalgia video is a good one, pretty much summarizes the entire year. And so all we need to do is share, Control C, bring it over here, Control V, update, and boom, there we go. Auto plays on loading, that's an option we can definitely turn on. That says that when the web page loads, the video will begin playing automatically. That's good for views on my end, but it's also good for those who are interested in getting engaged in the channel, helps them figure out who we are and the kind of content that we produce. And then check this out, we can get down to the nitty gritty with this editor. We can choose to have the controls for the video always on screen, so to pause, play, adjust the volume, adjust the resolution, scrub, all that good stuff. We can have that always set, or we can have it to where you can never change it, which would kind of be annoying for all of you, or hover, which is kind of my preference. So if you really want to pause the video or you're interested in something else, then you can just hover over the video window and control it like that. So that's very cool. We're going to make this kind of like our introduction. So we're going to put this right over the top. Right when you log into the channel, you'll see that intro video. That's pretty awesome. Okay, now I do want to emphasize, folks, I'm not going for like the best looking website right now. That would take several days, if not weeks, to do. I'm not too worried about that right now. What I do want is an alternative web address for which people can find our channel. If they're not interested in doing it through YouTube, they can find us just at a straight up .com website, which should increase traffic. So I want to check out the app market, which was not something I took advantage of when I was in my technical writing course. They have a Facebook-like pop-up, which will actually pop up a little box, kind of like an advertisement, but a little more subtle than that. So we can add that app, and then we can link our Facebook page to this box right here. So we can click on Settings, and then link our Facebook page, click Apply, and there we go. So you can see that's our current like count. So we have about 18,000, 19,000 likes. So now all people have to do is click the like button and boom, now they're active on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube page. So two large social media outlets for the channel are now on our website, and that's all thanks to the Wix editor and all of these built-in social media bridges. Now something I just changed, the background was black. It's now, if you go up here to preview, you can see it's a moving background. See the video is also going as well. But see, this is the background that you'll get with the one that I selected. Go back to the editor here. You'll see where I did that. The background toolbar, top left, and then you can choose from any of these. Electric darkness is the one I chose. Rain clouds, you have floating particles, deep sea waves. All of these are preloaded templates into the Wix editor. You can choose from any of those and it'll apply it over the entire web page background. This of course can be dragged down with ease, so if you have a web page that has a lot of content, you can always stretch it out, no big deal. Ooh, now this one's a cool one, rotating gears. Let's see how that looks. Makes it look all vintage. Oh, whoops, I clicked publish. Okay, so I made a mistake, learn from my mistakes. I accidentally clicked the publish button instead of the preview button. They're very, very close to each other, right next to each other, so I clicked the wrong one. So actually our website is live now, even though it's not finished. It's no big deal. I'm not like telling people to go there right now, but if you wanted, right now it's live. So yeah, there's that. Wix also has several images that you can choose from for your background. All of these are at your disposal. They have plenty of pictures to choose from here. Actually, it's going to take quite a while to go through all of these. Now the next part of the website creation process is crucial for all of you. It's a big deal to me as well. That's why I'm going to include it in this website. That's a forum for all of you to contribute to help other people out, ask questions. It's something that I've been meaning to do for a while, and I'm glad that Wix has come around and reached out to us, because this is a chance for us to really explode our outreach to those who have questions. So a lot of you who consider yourselves tech savvy will be able to contribute and help those out who I can't personally get to, or who my videos don't necessarily reach out to. Now, Wix has a built-in forum creator, a forum engine of sorts, and we're going to use that to create a forum for this website. So over to the Add tab, scroll down to the Social section, and you'll see way at the bottom here, Wix Forum. If you open this up, it'll talk about how Wix has an online forum creator, and we're going to use that, so we'll add that to our site. There we go. And now we're on our forum page. So there's multiple pages on this website, and I'll be sure to include a navigation link up top as well. I kind of move some things around, getting more used to the whole creative process here. There's a lot of things that you can do. Keep in mind you can right click and you have your copy, paste, all the typical things you'd have in another editor. You can also arrange, bring things to the front. You can throw in some shapes. You can throw backgrounds in. All of that stuff is all here. Everything in the Add section is very easy to navigate through, very simple to do. I'm not going to go through each one of those because it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, this form creation process will be a bit tricky. There will be things that we'll need to add and maybe change later on down the line. I know there will be, but that's what I want all of you to do after you watch this video, is jump onto the forum, contribute however you can, ask a question, kind of get the ball rolling. And then we'll see from there where we need to change things. I'll have a separate forum page, particularly for things that you want to see fixed or tweaked in the future, so I can address those point blank. So you can see Wix gives us an option to create categories that will be crucial. So we can add a new category. Let's call it, forum revisions. So this will be where you'll go if you want to request some kind of forum change. If you don't like the way it's set up, or it's difficult to navigate to a particular topic, then you can request some kind of change to the categories or the way it's laid out, anything like that. All of those questions and requests should go to the forum revisions page. We have all these different settings down here. Who can read this category? Everyone, or members only. This will obviously be for members only, because you'll need to be active in the forums in order to request revisions and whatnot. So a quick description of what the category is. Background color, we want it white, like it is there, and the text color will be black. Member sign up settings, okay. Who can be a member? Everyone. Which option shows up? New member sign up, existing member login. Okay, we'll do that one. Allow social login. Probably Google would be okay. Now Wix has created a few forum categories already. We don't need these. Discover, what does it say? Discover awesomeness. You guys already know where the awesomeness is. Okay, so we've got a very rudimentary forum page set up, and we'll kind of test that as we go. But then you can, if you want to navigate to other pages on your site, or you want to create additional pages, all you have to do is pop up to the top left here on the toolbar next to the Wix icon. And then you can see you can add pages down at the bottom. You can also create sub-pages for certain pages that you can only navigate to if you go to the umbrella page, if you will. But we don't need the blog page here. I'm not really interested in doing that. I guess that's kind of what my videos are for. The shop, I'll leave that up, but I don't have any merchandise yet. So when we start pumping out merchandise, I will link all of that to the website. So if you want to buy something in the future, I'll let you guys know about that, probably in a forum post and in a video on YouTube. Then this is where you'll go to buy that merchandise via the shop, I guess, page in our website. So I'm going to do a few more things with the forum design. This is a huge part of the website. I expect it'll be the largest part. That's what most of you are going to come here for. So I'm going to take my time here and make sure that I add as many categories as I can. Try to get not as specific as I can, because then it'll be really difficult to find the exact category you're looking for. But I might make a category for graphics card questions, maybe PC troubleshooting questions, CPU selection, things like that. Maybe really great deals that you happen to find. We'll have a category for that. Those are all things that I hope that you guys will contribute to in the forum revisions page, and then also in this video's comments. If you have some suggestions for future categories, leave those as well, and I'll be sure to add those as quickly as possible. So another thing, when you first navigate to the forum page, you'll see this right here, and then you'll be able to click on the category you want. I might add a toolbar up top as well, or something like a side panel little, side navigation bar. That way you can find the topic you're looking for quickly. But this is the first thing that you'll see, and we'll be able to edit the content here by going to categories and then clicking edit over the main page, and then we can change the form description as we please. Also, don't forget, after you've done anything major on the website, go up here to the top right, click save. That'll save your current progress. You can always log out and log back in and start up where you left off. And then also, if you're very confident with what you have so far, you can click the publish button, and that will make the website go live as it is. So if you navigated to this site, let's just do it right now, www.salazarstudioyt.com, and we should see the website as it was when we left it off and clicked publish. So, okay. Yeah, I just realized that I don't have any navigation bar, so that's something we need to do. Now, the way that it's set up right now, I've just attached the navigation bar, which was as simple as going over here to add and then clicking menu, and then dragging this over to the header. So no matter where you go, the header is always going to be there. You'll be able to navigate from page to page. I included some shadows, changed the colors and fonts a bit. It's all very self-explanatory. But if you notice, the way that I have it set up now, whenever I scroll down, the header stays up top, no matter what. It doesn't go away. It kind of overlaps whatever I'm scrolling behind it with. So the way I change that, if I go back here if I click on the header box and then click settings, I can change it to where the header won't freeze. That's all I need to do. Click save again. And if we go back and preview, now when I scroll, the header scrolls with it, which is much better, especially for forms. If you want to look at multiple lines up and down, the header's not going to cut any of that off. All you can do is navigate up top again to click on the page that you want. So you can see right now how it's shifting transition-wise, and it looks looks pretty bad. Welcome to the new year. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to pages, page transitions, and we're just going to say none. Okay, so what I've done after revising the forums for a few minutes, just getting feedback from those of you on Twitter, I've changed the font type, I've changed away a few of the things. Like you can see, this is the live website right now. On the forum, when you sign up, you can create your own profile. So you see I've got mine here, I've got followers, and it'll show that I guess that's like the admin crown or something. But you can change like your I guess border background, whatever you want to call that. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can do just within the forum section of Wix. That wasn't something that I believe they had before. I think they added that recently. But that changes the game big time for a channel like myself. If you have something like this that you'd like to grow or extend or branch out into a different community, then you can do that with Wix and your own website. Creating a forum is a huge way to interact with your fan base. Now, another big part of the entire Wix editing experience is the mobile side of things. So instead of logging into the website from a desktop or a laptop, the mobile version of the website can look completely different with the Wix editor. That's something that I find very cool. About half the traffic to just the YouTube channel alone is through mobile. So we definitely want to make this look as good as we possibly can in the mobile format so that people are encouraged to actually check it out and not want to wait till they get home. So I think on the mobile side of things, we're going to make this fairly simple. I don't want it to be too complex and too busy because frankly, nobody has time for that. And I'm not looking to make this experience complicated, obviously. So you can see as you scroll down, it'll actually show you what it will look like on a mobile device, which is very cool. So you know exactly what you're going to get on the mobile device before you publish it, which means that you can revise as many times as you need to beforehand. Well, that's cool. You get a back to top button. That way people can navigate from page to page if they so please. That's nice to have. I think I'll throw that up there. If I get some negative feedback, I'll take it back off. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look. Okay, so then mobile view again gives your visitors the best user experience on smaller screens, so you can choose to allow them to see just the desktop view, or you can set a mobile-friendly version. That's what we were just talking about. You can make it look totally different on the mobile side of things, which is very cool. Helps you reach out to that other half of your fan base. I want to leave that subscriber button up there. That's kind of an important part of what I do. Subscriptions obviously matter. Save that, publish that. Okay, so now I'm going to hop on to the website via my phone, and we're going to see how this looks. Oh wow, a lot of people are contributing to the forums already. That is nice. I want this to be like a thing, like have our own community apart from just what we do on YouTube and Twitter. So that's very cool. Thank you guys for interacting already. But I can confirm that everything does look exactly the same on my phone as it does on the virtual phone in the Wix editor. So it's nothing that I don't know how to do. This is just an example. If you have a question that I haven't answered in this video, I know there's tons to go through, but most of it is fairly navigable. This is a very simple user interface. That's something I congratulate Wix on. But if there is something that you aren't sure how to do, for example, when I go to the Salazar Studio website, I have the site bookmarked right here, but I don't have what they call a favicon, or whatever, however you pronounce it. But it's a small icon that appears next to a bookmarked page or when you're actually on that website. So there's a way to do that, and Wix has just a dedicated page just for how to set that up. So the first thing we need to do is access our site manager. So we're going to go to Site Manager, and then the next thing we need to do, click on Domain, and then upload favicon. So, okay, Domain, and then favicon. There it is, right there. And we can create our own Science Studio, I guess, image. See if it'll do that. Let's go ahead and refresh the page.
Welcome to the new year.
There it is. So our favicon is, that's pretty awesome. So now we have our own icon for the channel. That's the Salazar Studio logo. Very awesome. This guy was asking about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell him. Fixed. Sweet. So now anytime you're on the page, you don't even have to bookmark it, although I do suggest that you do. Even if it's not, you'll still see the page icon on the on that page's toolbar up top, especially if you're in Chrome or Firefox, something like that. So super cool. If you have any other questions, I do have Wix's help page down below. You can pretty much find any answer to any question you have. But this video was just kind of like an introduction. We created our page for Salazar Studio. That's a big step for us. That's something I've been holding off on because I didn't think the time was right yet. But now that we're getting to the point where I can't answer as many questions as I used to in the YouTube comments and on Twitter and on Facebook, we have a dedicated forum now specifically for your questions, concerns, and just, you know, if you have anything cool that you want to post, you can certainly do that as well. It's going to be a very chill, laid-back forum. I'm not going to be, you know, a stickler with what's posted where, but I might have a few moderators to kind of sort things out later on. I don't know how to do that right now, but I'll figure that out later. But I think for how much effort we put into this in just a few hours, or it's been, you know, I started at like 2 p.m. I started filming at 6:30 p.m. now. So in 4 hours, we've produced a viable website with the Wix editor. And that's something that not a lot of website creators can say. They have an interface that's so easy to use, it's just so seamless and very easy to navigate through that you can create a website in just a few hours. That's ultimately the gist of Wix. That's what they seek to do, is give you an open platform that's very easy to use to create the website of your dreams. Wow, that was really cheesy. Wix is gonna watch this video and be like, did he really just say that? Anyway, they wanted me to promote Wix because they know how simple it is to use. Even though a lot of you guys are tech savvy or would consider yourselves, you know, not computer amateurs or noobs, they still believe that a simple interface is the best interface, and you definitely get that vibe when you use the Wix editor. Obviously, check out the links in the video description. Create your free website with Wix today. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I mean, hey, it's free. If you don't like it, don't use it. You're not losing any money, but if you do like it, which I do think you will, then maybe you'll want to purchase a month-by-month premium plan or a yearly premium plan so you get access to an even wider range of features, a lot of which were featured in this tutorial here. By the way, as a disclaimer, I'm not on any sort of commission with Wix. I don't get paid if you sign up for a premium plan or even a free plan. There's no stress there on my end. I'm only telling you to do what I did to create this website because I do think you'll enjoy the experience. Even if all you do is create a free website, I still think you'll enjoy the UI. Wix has made it very simple, and that's kind of the point. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to check out the links in the description below. Ask any other questions in the YouTube comment section. Actually, ask questions on the forum. That's what we created it for. This is Salazar Studio. Thanks for learning with us.